back to BizJet TV, it's Fab Polly, and today I'm going to be talking about Uber and private jets. So, we all know about Uber, we've heard about Uber, we probably use Uber. I use Uber when I'm out and about in cities where it's available. It's a great system. If you need a taxi, instead of trying to flag a taxi down in the street, which sometimes can take you 15 to 20 minutes, is all you do is you flag up the app on your phone, you tell them where you are, where you want to go. Basically, it will bring in the closest taxi to you, and it will cost you a fraction of what the usual taxis cost. And the reason why they can do this is because Uber don't own any taxis, and they've managed to put this system together, which is basically technology, and it's really giving a great service to business people and other people around the world using this service. So there's been lots of talk about why don't we bring the Uber business model into private jets, and some people have given it a go. But as I always say to people, private jet has to stay private. That's what I basically mean. So if you do own your private jet, you don't really want Tom, Dick and Harry using your aeroplane when you're not using it. Now, just an analogy. Let's say you just got out and bought a brand new Aston Martin, okay? And it sits on your driveway and you drive that car maybe 3 times a week. Let's say you use it a couple of hours a week. Now, do you really want someone else using your Aston Martin when you're not using it? What would happen to that Aston Martin if some driver were to use it and passengers use it when you're not using it? There'd be a lot more wear and tear on it. It wouldn't be in that condition. And above all, it wouldn't be available 24/7. Now, we all know about the convenience of having the car on the driveway where suddenly you have to pop to the shops or do this, or you get a phone call and you have to go to a meeting. You can just instantly jump in your car and off you go. Well, that's exactly what the advantage is of having a private jet. So Ubering a private jet is a bit difficult. Now, in the Uber of private jet scenario, where some people have attempted and some companies are actually advertising that they are the Uber of private jets, just recently a very interesting thing happened. This company, which professed themselves to be the Uber of private jets, was actually doing a thing called jet sharing, where you could actually share the jet with other people, and this would bring the cost down. So just recently, a private jet was flying in the United States, and there was a disc jockey on board and this family, and they were sharing the jet together. The disc jockey freaked out and threatened he was going to chop their heads off. So the airplane had to divert, land, and the disc jockey was arrested. Now, you imagine this family that have paid premium to fly by private jet because, it's convenient, because it's convenient, but it's more expensive than flying with the airlines. They found their airplane diverted. They found their life threatened by this other passenger that was sharing the private jet with them. And the problem also with the private jet is you either don't have a flight attendant on board or you have one flight attendant on board. As an airline pilot, I've had to have people arrested on some of my flights, but it took 2 or 3 flight attendants to stop the passenger that's freaking out and handcuff them or tie them to the chair while the airplane diverted. But on a private jet, it's a smaller environment, wherever the risk is a lot higher. So this whole concept of Uber private jets, I don't think it works. I honestly think if you are a private jet owner, you don't really want to put your jet into one of these so-called private jet Uber schemes when you're not using it, because it could cause damage to your aircraft as well as not being available 24/7. And as a passenger, do you really want to share a private jet with somebody else, especially a stranger? I mean, I'm okay if you gather together, your family and the guy next door and his family, and you club together, you decide you're going to go to Aspen for the weekend skiing. That's fine. You can share the jet together and share the cost. But when you go onto these apps and you suddenly book your 4 seats on a private jet, and then Tom, Dick and Harry from down the road suddenly pitch up on the flight, or somebody with a dog and the dog starts climbing all over you while you're trying to work at your computer during the flight. These are things that happen when you share private jets. So I honestly think the private jet needs to stay private, and I know some of you are not going to agree with me, but we all have an opinion, and I think we should express, and this is just my take on the whole Uber private jets. I don't think Uber for private jets is going to work, and we've seen a few of these companies that tried to do it have gone bust already, and I think the others, it's just a matter of time. That's all from Fab Polly at BizJet TV. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe, like this video, share it, comment below, and I'll see you on the next one.